Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talking Housewives with Dee. I'm Dee, and today we are talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 9. So we are halfway there, you guys. And it seems like this was supposed to be a Stacey takedown season, but they're not taking my girl down. I don't know. They're ganging up on her. This episode, Giselle was mean. Like, she's always mean, but, she was mean. And it's like every episode, it's like they're just trying to go after Stacey. And it reminds me a lot of how they went after Katie on Orange County and how they go after Sutton every season of Beverly Hills. And then, it gets boring. And I wonder if... So the girls do not know that Stacey's a fan favorite at this point because they're filming, so they don't know how we're reacting to them. I wonder if they knew if Stacey was a fan favorite, would they be coming at her so much like they are now? It's going to be interesting to see what happens next season because Stacey is definitely coming back and she will be first chair. It'll be her and Giselle next to Andy at the reunion. Hopefully Ashley's not back next season. Honestly, I would take Kay and Angel over Ashley. That's where I'm at this point. But yeah. Anyways, this was a pretty solid episode. Let's just hurry up and jump right into it. So, we start off where we left off, and that is with Kay and Stacey arguing. Remember, Kay says she would never trust her around her husband, and Stacey said, "You don't have one." And then Wendy is shocked and looks at the camera, and now we're back. Okay, so they leave off right there, and then Giselle says that Stacey can't be trusted around husbands or children. What the fuck? What is she talking about? Who says that? That's weird. That's weirdo behavior from Giselle. And so now Stacey is saying, why don't we call the person that's accusing me of a lie? And that's when Charisse, I knew I seen her. Remember last episode, I saw her in the background? I knew she was there somewhere. They might have shown her and gave her a little name card last episode, and my mind completely erased her. But, yeah. Charisse pops up. There's this, meme of Charisse on it online and whatever. Whatever. So Charisse pops up and she calls Chris. She's like, "Chris, we're filming and I just want to know, did Stacey call you and tell you what Monique said?" Some shit like that. And Chris is saying, "I don't know anything about what the fuck y'all got going on." Basically, he's saying, why the fuck are you calling me, asking me this question during filming? What the fuck? So yeah, he says he has no idea what's going on. And then, guys, they still don't believe Stacey. They still don't. Even though Chris said he doesn't know what they are talking about, these women still do not believe Stacey, says she's lying. Even after Chris said he has no idea what they're talking about, they said she is lying. Stacey will never be able to win with these women this season, but I promise you next season, I feel like it's going to be totally different. So Charisse tells a story, because Stacey walks away. Charisse tells a story about how her and Stacey went out one night. They met these two guys. One of the guys went to the bathroom, and these guys are both married, by the way. And which is weird that Charisse, okay, whatever. Okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry. So when the guys go to the bathroom, and then the other guy sitting down with them, it's you and another guy, you're getting along so well. It's too bad that he's married. And Stacey said, "What does that have to do with me?" And then Charisse is ugh, this trick, My question is, they're both married, so why are you guys both talking to them? I don't know. They need a reason to hate Stacey. I feel like this wasn't it. You could came up with something better than this. This isn't even me being a Stacey fan. You guys know I am. Still I rise. I love Stacey, but this is ridiculous at this point. So, um, Giselle tells Wendy that Angel has smoke for her, and Giselle calls Angel over. And then Angel says that Wendy is always dismissive and snide with her, and she says Wendy doesn't treat her right. Wendy tells her that she's not the one to have a problem with because it's a one-sided beef, which is like it is. Wendy does not care about Angel and what she got going on. Angel is directing all her anger towards Wendy for some reason. I feel like we kind of all know the reason why, but she's directing her anger towards her. And then Angel was like, see, this is you being dismissive again. And then Ashley brings up, Wendy brings up the plane situation, and she's like, you know, I heard that you said you had a problem with me because I didn't speak to you on the plane, and at the airport, and she's like, well, you didn't. And Wendy's like, you could have said hi to me, and Angel's like, no, you could have said hi to me, and it's like, okay, whatever. So then Ashley steps in, and she says that Angel thinks that Wendy is the one who said the catfish comment, which is like ridiculous because Giselle said it. Even Giselle was like, no, I said it. I guess Angel has a problem with like Wendy cackling, because I mean Wendy did like cackle real loud. She was very tickled by this, but like Wendy didn't say it. She was just laughing. So Angel says that her and Giselle had a conversation, and this is just another example of Wendy being dismissive. And Wendy says, no, this is an example of you falling flat. And Angel walks away, and she says, she's done. And Wendy says, you're saying that as if we even want you here. Goddamn. Kay pops up, and Stacey said, oh, here comes her Siamese twin. And then they start going at it. Stacey says, what do you guys have to talk about except for me? And Kay says, everything. My life, my condo, my man. Okay, and like, let's just pause for a second here. Okay. Top 5 beautiful housewives. Kay is up there. You guys know I think she's the most beautiful housewife. We got Monique, we got Katie from OC, we got Portia, we got some beautiful, beautiful women. I think Kay is absolutely stunning, okay? However, I think maybe she put too much Botox in her face or something, because she was making like these really weird faces. Even Stacey called her a troll. Like the way that she was like there was no, it's like she was trying really hard to make an angry face, but the Botox wouldn't allow her to do that. And then also her hair is always laid. She always looks fantastic. But for some reason, this hairstyle, I feel like maybe her lace is glued on a little bit too tight, and that's why maybe she's having a hard time moving her face and like the Botox too. Like you can really see like the lace on her hair. You usually never ever see the lace because her hair always looks so good, but I think this lace may be glued down a little bit too tight, and she's making a weird face. I don't know. I'm not the only one who noticed this neither. Like a lot of people noticed it, and I'm like, wow, what a shame, because she's like absolutely stunning. This was not a good look for her. Like this look and her whole vibe she got going on this party was not a good look. Okay, so yeah, Stacey. Kay says, "What do you have going on?" And Stacey says, "A ring and a husband." And Kay says, "Your ring looks cloudy." And Stacey said, "It looks cloudy compared to nothing." Oh, and she says, "Go run after Greg, go beg." And then later on in this episode, kind of happens. Kay calls Stacey a tired ass hoe from Detroit, and I mean, I don't know. I wish Kay didn't act like this. To me, she's not housewife material. The way that she is hooting and hollering, she could have, if she wanted to gather Stacey, she could have gathered her in a very classy read, and she didn't do it. And here we are. Okay, so Stacey congratulates Giselle, and She leaves and she goes to the elevator, and then Jazzy comes over and she tries to convince her to stay. And Stacey said, "Open your eyes, I'm not welcomed here." And then Giselle comes out of fucking nowhere and she's like, "If you're gonna go, please go." And Stacey's like, "I'm waiting for the elevator." And then Giselle is like, she's like pushing the button for, "Oh, I'll push the button again for you." And it's like, Giselle, go back to your fucking party. Like, who cares? If Stacey wants to have a moment, actually, you guys should be thanking Stacey for saving this season, because without her and without Karen, this season would have been just complete shit. So you guys would have nothing, literally nothing to talk about if it wasn't for Stacey. So be happy that she's even there. My God, Giselle is just being such a bitch. She really was, and it was like, she wasn't even like the cool shady bitch that we like to see. Like, she was just being straight up mean. Not saying this as a Stacey fan, just saying this just as a person. Like, that was like, even if it could have been someone else standing there. She did not. She rubbed me the wrong way this episode. She did, and she does it again later on. So now the party's over. We're at our individual scenes now. So Stacey, her husband, and Arabella, they make pizza together, and Arabella says that she likes the three of them together, all that cute scene. Ashley and her mom talk. They talk about Ashley's mom still being used by that deadbeat alcoholic man that takes all her money. Her mom's working 12, 14-hour shifts. This guy is doing fucking nothing, just sitting on his ass. And yeah, that's it. This is Ashley's storyline, is her mom and that deadbeat man. Ashley needs to go. Jazzy invites Stacey and Wendy to her house to talk about the party. She has these cute little cute lunch set up for them. Stacey says that she has no idea why Kay keeps coming for her. And Wendy says that she thinks Stacey is Kay's favorite toy in the toy box. So while they're having this little sit down, we have the other girls, the other half of the cast that is at Angel's house. There's Angel, Kay, Giselle, Ashley, and Tia. Okay. They're all at Angel's house. Angel talks about how she just, they're moving into, they found a house, because the house they're at is a rental. They found a house. It's a little bigger than, we want it. It's 9 bedrooms. It's 9 bedrooms, but, we'll manage. And I'm like, see, Angel, I wish we could see more of this. I like to see rich girl shit. I don't want to see you sad over a catfish comment. I want to see how wealthy you are, and I can't wait till we see her Colorado stuff later on in the season. But I think Angel could really show rich bitch shit the second half of the season and don't be caught up on this catfish comment. I think she may be back for next season, because even though like she has her ways, I do think she has potential. I do. Maybe unpopular opinion, but I do. Again, it's like my 5th time saying this. We need to get rid of Ashley, though. We need to get rid of her. Okay. So, Angel, she has the girls over, and they talk about how much they cannot trust Stacey, and she lies so much. They are hell-bent on calling Stacey a liar. Does Stacey lie? Yeah, she lies. Yeah, she lies. She's like Katie from Orange County. Yeah, they fucking lie. But I still like them. They're not like egregious lies, like, oh my God, they're like little lies. But yeah, Stacey be lying. Okay. But they're just like, come on guys, let's move on. So Giselle reenacts what Kay was doing at the party. Like, you got up and all I saw was da 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 da. And then she imitates Cookie walking in, like Godzilla, like there were sound effects and everything. I'm like, okay. And Giselle is very entertained by all this ruckus happening at her party that these 2 individuals caused, and Stacey was Miss Calm and Collected, and the other ones are losing their fucking minds. And Giselle just loves it. She's living for it, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because she doesn't like Stacey. That's why she's living for it. I'm just like, Giselle, like, this is so not even you. Like, or maybe it is her. I don't know. I guess I've always looked at Giselle, like, differently. Like, I like Giselle. You know, she's, like, she has her shady moments and all that. And deep down, I do think she's a good person. But she just, the way that she is coming after Stacey, you know what? I will say, I think that the main reason why they come after her, like, yeah, Stacey lies, but it's very obvious. Like, listen, we're not dumb, okay? Stacey puts on a front for the show. We are aware of this. We can just tell. She has the QVC going on. Behind closed doors, I'm sure Stacey is not like this. And I think that's what's frustrating them. Is Stacey is code switching in real time, you know, like on camera. And Kate did say that she when she was rooming with Stacey, she was a completely different person. Remember last season at Lake Norman, she was different, like her voice and everything. I do believe that. I do. And so I think they think that she is being disingenuous with everything that she is saying on the show. That's why they think she's such a liar. Again, I think it's just code switching. Stacey built this reputation on QVC, you know, that's just who she is. And I don't think she was going to come onto the show and drop that facade that she had on TV. But I don't think it's as bad as they're saying. We can see little bits of Stacey's personality in her confessionals and when she's, you know, talking to the girls. I think if Stacey would drop the whole QVC act and just say and be who she really is, she'd probably be even more of a fan favorite. But so I understand why they're calling her a liar, and I think the big issue is they think that she's pretending to be someone she's not. I get that, but y'all need to let it the fuck go. Like, let it go. You keep piling on her every single episode. You're trying to get her out of character. They're trying to get under her skin, and Stacey's not letting it happen, and that's what's pissing them off even more. So that's what I think. That's my opinion, my Tamra. That's my opinion. That's what I think is going on, and why they just don't like her. They think she's fake. I don't care. I like Stacey. I don't care. Okay, so now we're back to Jazzy, Wendy, Stacey, them talking. So Wendy says that she wants Monique and Stacey to meet and talk about everything that happened. And Stacey said she is willing to do that, but she's not going to do it with Kate around. She feels uncomfortable around her right now. Okay, now new day. It's Wendy, her sister Ivy, and her mom, and they're just talking about their dad in this scene. And then Wendy's mom comes out, and then you guys see, she basically she brags about using all of Wendy's money, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. This is not good for Wendy's case. They actually went to court this morning, you guys, and they are being tried together, not separately. So I don't know what that means. I don't know legal stuff. So whatever that means, just thought you guys should know. So now we have Kay and her mom and her fine-ass brother. God damn. Oh, wow. Yes. Can't even talk. Yeah, they're talking about Greg, and Kay says that Greg wants to buy her condo, and her mom says she needs a ring first. Like, where's the ring? And then that kind of goes back to what Stacey was saying. Go chase Greg. Go beg for a ring. Ooh, yikes. So now we are with Kay, Ashley. They meet up at a restaurant. Monique joins them. And Kay compliments Monique's smell. She's like, oh, is that your oils? And Monique's like, oh, yeah, these are my essential oils. She pulls it out the bag, and I'm like, what is that all about? That was a little weird, wasn't it? A little weird. I don't know. So they get into a everything what happens, and Monique says that she opened up, to the girls to tell her what happened with her divorce when Tia asked. And here goes fucking Ashley. Ashley's like, yes, you opened up to us, and to have someone violate that trust in a group and to go back and tell Chris of all people? Like, Ashley, calm the fuck down. Calm down. It's not that serious. Like, the way that you're making this out, my God, my goodness. And Monique says that she doesn't know what the truth is because they are dealing with people who twist the truth. She's talking about Stacey and Chris. She knows Chris better than anyone here, you guys. She would know. So, yeah. She says that Stacey could have very well called Chris and said exactly what was said, and Chris could have spun it and said that they were talking trash. Again, Monique knows this man better than all of y'all at this table. Okay? So Wendy joins, and I noticed that she didn't greet Kay. Like, Wendy really does not fuck with her. And she said exactly, wait, sorry, my notes got all mixed up. Okay, yeah, she says that Monique asked Wendy to just, she just got caught up with all the drama, and she asked Wendy what are her thoughts on everything that has happened at the party because she knows Stacey well. And Wendy says that Stacey is adamant that she did not call Chris. And then in the middle of this, they order their food, and Kay orders a Greek salad without the feta. Is it even a Greek salad if there's no feta on it? That's the best part of the Greek salad. It's the feta. I thought that was very strange. You know what I mean? Because I feel like he could have just got you maybe like a nice little Cobb salad then, or like I don't know, a Caesar salad, but you got a Greek salad with no feta. Strange. It gave me pause. It gave me pause. Because why would you? That's like so strange, isn't it? I don't know. That really stuck out to me. Like, out of everything in that episode, that's what stuck out to me. Like, she ordered a Greek salad without the feta. Who does that? I don't know. It's so strange. Okay. So Wendy tells Monique that when Charisse was on the phone with Chris, and Monique's like, Charisse? She has like this disgusted face. And she has this face for like a solid minute while Wendy is telling this story. Wendy says that Stacey is open to having a conversation with Monique, and she turns to Kay and she's like, Stacey does not want to have this conversation with you around. She doesn't feel safe or comfortable around you. And then Kay, she's like, she's like rolling her eyes, and then she calls Stacey some type of bitch. I'm like a low down, not to be trusted bitch or something like that, guys. I didn't write it down, but she called her something. Anyway, Stacey walks in, and then Kay just goes to the bar. So now it's Stacey, Wendy, Monique, and Ashley at the table. Stacey shows Monique her phone and says that Chris received the magazine with Stacey and Arabella on the cover of it, and he said, beautiful, in the text message. Stacey did not reply, and then he double texts her and says a thank you would be appropriate. Then he sent another message and it said, hey, hit me up. I heard they were talking about me during filming. Okay. Ashley says she doesn't believe Stacey. She says this in her confessional because she could delete messages. But in my opinion, it adds up, you guys. Okay. If Stacey were to delete messages that she showed Monique, why would Chris say a thank you would be appropriate? Clearly, Stacey did not respond to his message. If she did, he wouldn't have said that. And then he says, hit me up because I heard they were talking about me during filming. Who told him that? Gee, I wonder who. Obviously, it's not Stacey. Who told him that? That's all I'm saying. And then in the after show, Monique says she saw the messages, and Ashley's like, no, you saw the screenshots. And Monique was like, no, I saw the messages. Like, I could literally scroll up. Like, I saw the messages. It wasn't screenshots. And then Ashley's like, Ashley, get the fuck off my screen. Get off. Oh my gosh, she needs to get off this show. Okay. We're back. All right. So, so Wendy tries to play Sherlock Holmes and tries to figure out like who the suspects are. She says it could be Kay. It could be Angel because Angel knows Chris. Oh, no. Angel's husband Bobby knows Chris. And maybe Angel told him something. I don't know. Or it could be Stacey. Kay, or it's like someone else she said too. Not really sure. But I'm like, oh, Wendy's doing an investigation and, you know, her situation. So Ashley goes to the bar to check on Kay. And as she's doing that, Stacey and Monique are talking. And Monique tells Stacey that she needs to be careful with that whole situation with Chris. She says she knows how messy Chris is, and he's pulling Stacey right into the mess. And she says she's divorced for a reason, and there are a lot of things people don't know. And it ends there. So, I 100% believe Monique. I think Chris is messy because you guys remember, like, when they got divorced, Chris was kind of out and about, like, linked to different housewives. I think he likes being in the limelight. He just didn't like that Monique was getting all the attention. You know, she was the star. He didn't like that. So I do believe that he is messy. And I don't think Stacey told him. I'll stand on that. I do not think she told him. I think these women are out to get Stacey. And yeah, get rid of Ashley. Get rid of her. Okay, so let's go ahead and rate this episode. I will give it an 8. I really liked it. It was a solid episode. And I can't wait to see what we have in store for us for the rest of the season. I'm very, very excited. So, yeah. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening to me yap about this. Like and subscribe if you want to. Today is Salt Lake City Day, so that means I will probably have an episode out on Thursday and then a Beverly Hills episode either Friday night or Saturday morning. Because I think Beverly Hills comes on Thursdays now, right? When's the 4th? Is it the 4th? Today's the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, yeah. Beverly Hills usually comes on a Wednesday. I wonder if they're going to change that. Or has it always been Thursday? Or was it Monday or Tuesday? You know what? I don't know. Because I don't remember Salt Lake City used to come on Wednesdays. I don't know. Okay, that's enough of me talking. Thank you guys so much again, and I will talk to you later. Bye.